Divalution, a show to empower, enlighten, and entertain divas and those that love us. Here's your host, Deb St.Hilaire.
Hey, so what wine are we drinking tonight? It is Little Black Dress Divalution Pink Pinot Noir.
Yes.
Isn't that nice? Our wine sponsor, Greg Kimbrough at Vino Wine Warehouse, found that wine just for us.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It is.
Very nice.
It is, isn't it?
I enjoy it.
And you can go there and get some.
Yes, you certainly can.
And he's giving you a discount, yes.
While you're there.
And ask him for your Diva discount, and I'm not sure what it is right now, but he has a deal going on those two wines.
It's very nice, too.
And I'm going to tell you again what it is. Little Black Dress Divalution Pink Pinot Noir. And it's really nice. We just had cheese and crackers with it,
Yes,
and
we
it
did.
was beautiful. You missed our little party.
Yeah, it was yummy.
So, you know what? Speaking of, I'm going to put in a little plug for Vino here. They have a thing going on October 8th. It's their biggest fundraiser of the year. It's called the Fall Wine Preview Benefit to help the Humane Society of Bay County. It's October 8th. Over 100 wines, and start thinking of holiday presents and meals and bunches of things coming up. This is the most social you'll be all year, probably, in between now and Valentine's Day.
It's good to have those wines on hand, so all you have to do is just grab them and go to your party and have a guest, receive that gift.
Right. Or if you're eating and you have hors d'oeuvres and you have a meal and you have whatever, Greg will even help you pair with what you're making. So go there, and it's $20, which is not bad. There's hors d'oeuvres throughout the event, and the wine is priced at preview prices, so they're lower than normal. I know last year we got a case of different mixed wines, and we're still drinking them, but they're delicious. And it's really nice to have a good bottle of wine on hand. I mean, we don't drink really good wine all the time, but
It's good to have it if you need
it is, because you never know who's going to be a wine connoisseur anymore. You just don't know.
That's right.
Could be your Uncle Milty, who never drank wine before and all of a sudden read a bunch of stuff on the internet. So welcome to the Divalution Show. It's already the end of September. Holy crap, I can't believe it. I don't know how this year is going so fast, but it is. We have a call-in guest. So after she's off the air, I'm going to give you the call-in number so that you can call in. The theme for this evening is self-improvement, because September is self-improvement month, and our guest is Melissa Teal Hartman, and she is really cool. I'm going to let her tell you all about her because I forgot to print out her bio. Darn me. I might still get to it because I have my phone right here. We don't have Misty here tonight, but we have Becky. And
Sorry, I was mid-sip.
can you be in the chat room?
Yeah, I can be.
Okay, so Becky's in the chat room. If you have any questions for us or Melissa at any time, feel free to ask up. And there she is. She didn't even give me a chance to find it.
There you go. It's nice that she's proper on time.
It is. It is. She's right on time. And our sponsor spotlight this evening is Deb Collins with Women to Women magazine, and she's going to talk about her upcoming event on October 24th and 25th. They're doing one expo this year, so we're anxious to hear all about that. And she's looking quite lovely this evening. I'm going to have to take a picture so you can see her. She's very pretty. And she brought a gentleman with her, and my dog and him seem to have bonded over there, which is nice. So,
Alan's just staring at him. I hope he's not uncomfortable with that.
yes. He seems to be doing all right. Is your mic on, Becky?
I don't know.
Check the switch. So
There we go. That's better.
we have with us tonight a woman that I've known for a little while, Melissa Teal Hartman. Hi, Melissa.
Hey there, girl. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well.
Good. You know, tonight's show is about self-improvement, and I thought what a perfect title or perfect, you know,
Pairing.
no, yeah, for you to be on and that be our topic. That's the word I was looking for, topic. I have a head cold, so I'm not thinking very straight, so forgive me.
That's all good.
Because I've watched you from, how long have we known each other now? Over a year.
Going on 2 years. I think you were just getting the station started.
Mm-hmm. And I was still doing just the show. I don't think the station was even up and running yet when. So I bet you it's been going on 2 years. And I have watched you evolve, and you have just, wow.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's been quite a trip and a half, let me tell you.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about you before we start talking.
I live in the Black Hills of South Dakota. I'm a single mom of a 13-year-old boy and an 18-year-old girl who are extremely active, lots of different sports and things of that nature. I work my regular, normal, quote-unquote normal, full-time job in the tourism industry in the Black Hills, but then I also have my separate business that I do outside of those 40 hours and being mom, running Heart and Soul Healing Arts, which is my baby. I do energy work. I'm a Reiki master as well as do access bars there. And then I also do private and group coaching. And then I've also taken on getting the licensure for the Desire Map and doing Desire Map workshops throughout the state and surrounding areas. So it's been a trip and a half in the last 3 years. Holy Hannah.
It has. And I see now you are even working. You're getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go work out.
I am. Oh my gosh, seriously. As I sit here and I'm like achy and muscles, and my trainer kicked my butt this morning. It's crazy. I finally decided that, and I've tried every quick fix under the sun. I mean, and you name it, I can give you a list, and you tell me, yep, I've tried it, yep, I've tried it. I finally decided, it's time to just get off my butt and start getting physically active, and I needed somebody to hold me accountable. My kiddos actually work with this personal trainer in town. They're both very sports-oriented, and so, for their well-being, they need strength training. He agreed to meet me at the gym at 4:30 in the morning every week, 3 days a week. And so I live 15 miles away from the gym, and we meet 3 days a week, and then I go in and do my own thing on the opposite days that he's not in there. And I get there early, about the half an hour before, so I can do my cardio and warm up, and then he meets me at 4:30 and walks in with a glint in his eye and a torturous little smile on his face.
He's masochistic, isn't he?
Puts me to the grind.
That's too bad.
It's crazy how that physical activity, and I knew this because I'd experienced it about 2 years ago, where I had gotten on the treadmill 5 days a week and just pushed and dropped a bunch of weight, and it felt really good. But how I can better tune into my body and better tune into my own feelings and my own intuition, and am a better conduit for my clients.
By just being in better touch with yourself.
Absolutely. And
Right.
I had always put the physical body, because it's so much I really dove into the whole spiritual work and emotions and so on and so forth. The new age stuff that's obviously starting to come around now, and has been recently, but for myself, at least in the last 3 years. And I really put my physical body on the back burner, and now I'm finding how I'm integrating both the spiritual work and the physical work, and how it really complements one another in ways that I would never have expected.
Yeah, you can. Did I? I don't think I did.
Very good. I'm sorry. So you decided to go on this spiritual, for lack of a better word, quest, and improve yourself in various ways. And what made you go down that path?
The biggest defining moment for myself was my dad passing away. I lost my father, it'll be 8 years now in November, but I lost my dad before I was 30 years old. I was in the middle of a crappy marriage. I had a 6-month-old daughter. My son was 5. And I knew I wanted out. And it took a couple of years for me to really, it took me about 5 years actually, before I really made any actual headway, but the sparks were ignited then. And in that 5 years, I ended up getting divorced and getting my own apartment and, you know, really starting to dive more into the metaphysical work and doing, you know, reading the books about, you know, from Judith Orloff and Carolyn Mace and Marianne Williamson. A Return to Love is just my absolute favorite. And really tapping into all of that stuff again. And of course, meeting my mentor when I did, and that really igniting just a whole new avenue of, oh, well, this is what all of this anxiety and this panic was for the last 16, 17 years of my life. I didn't realize I was empathic and yada, yada, yada. And putting all the pieces together finally of, oh, well, now this makes sense. So now what do I do with it, and how could I make it not necessarily beneficial for me, but how can I help it so that it's more beneficial for other people that I'm in touch with?
Right.
And realizing that that's where my passion lies.
Very good. So it's funny how different things lead us to search. And one of my questions has always been, and I ask a lot of people this question because I need to know the answer, and I haven't gotten an answer that resonated well with me yet. What makes some people always search? And I'm going to ask this question to all of you here in the studio too, what you think the answer to this is. What makes some people search to improve themselves their whole lives? They go to school, they take adult classes, they just want to keep growing, and it doesn't even really have anything to do with moving. It's more of an inner thing. Although some of those same people do move to search, but some people it's an inner journey, and some people are just fine how they are. And but what is it that makes some people like that? What's your answer, Melissa?
I know for me, I never feel a sense of completion. It's always like there's more. I just like a gut, intuitive, I have to do this. I have to do this. I get drawn to things on a synchronistic level that just happen to fall in my lap. Oh, well, okay. I was thinking about this last week, and this book just got thrown in my lap, like, literally, like just this last week. I've been thinking about reading Eckhart Tolle for the last 2 years. And I worked the front desk of a hotel. I had one of our Canadian guests, oh, hey, by the way, I went to my sister's garage sale this summer, and I saw these books sitting here. I thought of you, so I got them for you. Here you go.
Yeah.
Funny.
It's like, oh,
there are no coincidences.
You know, it's the little synchronicities that everything just kind of falls in your lap.
Yeah.
And I think as a society, we don't necessarily give ourselves permission to sit back in that quiet and hear those insights or even notice those synchronicities when they do pop up. And sometimes our environments that we're raised in aren't conducive to that. And I can't say that I was raised in a manner of where I was taught how to do that. I mean, my dad worked constantly in a coal mine, and my mom was an alcoholic. It was survival, and that's pure and simple. That's what it was. So that quiet wasn't ever there, but you almost like you crave it.
You were born
and
with it.
That was my survival skill as I got older. I craved knowledge, because the more I knew, the more I could help myself, and I didn't have to rely on somebody else helping me.
And did you have siblings?
I did. I have 2 younger sisters.
And are they like you? Are they searchers or not?
Not so much. Not really.
Interesting.
Both of my sisters had very rough. It's crazy because I was the girl that never got in trouble in high school, never had detention, straight A student, blah blah blah. Both of my sisters were the ones that gave my dad gray hair in her